This is a trend different from basketball shoes and different from toy trend. They are live.
究竟喺我哋生活當中點樣去攞個休息，或者去一個舒服啲嘅狀態，我諗喺種植上邊係俾咗我哋好大嘅啟發。
The term caudex comes from Latin, meaning tree trunk. The plump, squat, swollen stem of certain plants, like palms and fern trees, are referred to by botanists as a caudex, while plants that have this form are technically called caudiciform plants. But say caudex and folks will know what you mean. They are almost exclusively desert dwellers that use their trunk to store water. Though many species of caudex originate in Madagascar, Africa, and South America, over the past few years, the trend of collecting these plants has increased greatly in Asia. Places like Thailand and Taiwan have nurseries that cultivate and breed, while Japan has led the way in popularizing these atypical bonsai form factor exotics. And with it, many new stores have opened, drawing in younger crowds. One such spot is Infectment, nestled in the garment district of Sham Shui Po in Hong Kong.
呢兩方係咪比較上容易啲種？
都係嘅，我哋有好多客人都會可能屋企冇咁多位啊，或者啱啱新手開始種咧，我哋都會推介佢呢一樣嘢，因為比較上佢易啲打理啦。如果奇異油柑呢個咧，咁我哋啱有講到啦，即係每日可以噴，佢可以噴個本體同埋噴個泥面，每一日都可以 keep 住佢濕濕嘅，因為佢本身中意比較多水啦。咁其實你可以 feel 下佢個重量啦。咁其實如果你每日都淋嘅話咧，佢個水分係好足夠。咁所以其實大概你個半禮拜或者2個禮拜，你有一次淋透佢咧，其實佢已經 OK 㗎啦。你可能得閒噴下佢啲葉，其實都冇問題，佢會生得靚啲。
Infectment 咧本身由 infection 感染開始嘅，咁我哋就係想將大家我哋都中意嘅嘢可以感染到大家，話俾大家聽，哦，其實呢啲都係好嘢嚟嘅。
This is Forest Round Round, founded in 2014 by J.E. and Yan. Their plant care experience is diverse, with flowers, more traditional bonsai, and succulents in their arsenal. Caring for Caudex plants seems a natural fit, and they care for many varieties here. They have a couple of plants from 2 different genera that need some maintenance done, and they're kind enough to give us a 101. First is the tree-like Caudex, Operculicaria. This one in particular is ready to be repotted. Their roots grow quite vigorously, so if they're root-bound, you'll need to gently tease them apart or do some light root pruning.
What I'm doing is to lose the surface of the root system. Just the surface, don't lose all the soil because they takes time to recover.
As they are tree-like, they prefer more moisture, and you want to keep the soil moist but not drenched all the time, especially during dormancy. So when repotting, you can mix in compost or peat moss to retain moisture, but be sure to have drainage rocks at the bottom, especially if it's a heavy or branch-laden plant.
For the pruning, you can do them regularly. Almost twice per month is okay. Only stop pruning in dormancy. Their dormant season will be in autumn to winter in Hong Kong.
With sharp, clean tools, prune branches, clear out any unhealthy or overcrowded branches that may affect ventilation. The rest is about your aesthetic preferences.
And after you prune some thick branches, make sure the wound keep dry. Don't get bacteria or wet, so they will recover very soon, and some new leaves will grow around here or maybe on the other part of the tree. Yes. And I think this is a simple one.
Next is a quite different looking spine-bearing succulent caudiciform.
Okay, so here comes to the Pachypodium, the most craziest Caudex people love the most. If you want it to fat like this, very big, you have to keep the soil dry all the time. and then water it again. He know that you have a drought period. They will know I have to store some water. If you keep on watering it all the time, they know that I have water all the time, so that I won't storage anything. They love full sun. Or if you put it under the artificial light, make sure they have lots of lights. They can be a little bit shaded, but the leaves will become bigger or more droppy.
And the branches will become leggy.
Leggy, yes.
This one's also being repotted, but unlike the Operculicaria, this medium will be inorganic, so rocks, sand, things of this nature. But first, JE gently squeezes the container. If you're repotting from a ceramic pot, give it gentle taps all around to loosen it.
Don't pull it.
Too fast.
Wow.
Different from the Operculicarias, we don't lose too much of the soil. We just check a little bit the bottom part of the Caudex because it's sitting in the soil long time. There is no rotten part. It's hard and healthy. The root is a bit succulent, different from the tree-like Caudex. The drainage and air ventilation is the most important part.
Once the large drainage rocks go into the bottom, it's important to determine how deep you need to plant it. There's no need to plant it particularly deep, it just needs to sit snugly on top to ensure that it's stable and the roots have a chance to establish.
Surround it little by little, layer by layer.
They are so old, so precious in the nature. Just grow it, make it up, don't let it deteriorate. Actually, you can grow it nicely and then for many, many years and even pass it to your next generation.
Next week, we visit a shop dedicated to agave and is inspired by what it represents and what it brings, more than just for the tequila.